Cutoff prediction for your IIT and NEST 2026 examination. Now, many students have been troubled because of this. They are saying that, ma'am, please bring the cutoff for IIT 2026, NEST 2026. Your response sheet has been released. You have calculated your marks, but the cutoff list is not here. What should we do? Well, please try and understand one thing. All those, people claiming that this is the accurate cutoff right after the examination just ended, that is logically a little ill, right? Because you first need to have a raw data with you. If you actually want to predict ki, okay, this so and so is going to be the cutoff for IISc Bangalore, so and so is going to be the cutoff for IISER Pune, IIT Madras, let's say, for example, you need to actually know certain things. How many students appeared, what is the average range of marks that students are falling into. For those details, you need to collect the data, and the higher the sample size, the accuracy will be even more, right? Because of these reasons itself, we had a little delay in our cutoff video prediction. Now, also, I'll tell you one thing, this is an estimate of your college probability. It is not the actual cutoff which will be predicted by the universities, right? Because everybody knows that there is no better institution than SciAstra when it comes to IIT NEST. This has been reflected time and again in our selections, and we also know that SciAstra's cutoff prediction every year for IIT NEST has always been spot on, very close to the actual cutoff as well. So now remember one thing, I know you people have worked very hard. You people have actually done a lot of work for your IIT and NEST preparation. You managed your boards, you managed your personal issues, you managed your financial issues, health issues. You have actually grown a lot in this entire process. Now, many students, after calculating their marks or after seeing this video, they might be very happy. They might not be very happy. They might be somewhat satisfied with what we are going to tell today. But you need to understand one thing, it is absolutely fine, right? Because another thing, students make a very common mistake is that they do not fill the counseling of your IISER and NISER because they feel that my marks are very low. But please understand, no matter in what marks bracket you are falling, fill the counseling form anyway. The counseling extends for up to 1.5 to 2 months, right? Remember, majority of the students who are appearing for JEE and NEET, they take IIT NEST as a backup, right? Because see, students are opportunistic. They want to seize every opportunity they can get because they are also very uncertain, right? They are also in a panicky, what if something does not work out for me? What if something does not happen right? So we keep multiple options. If plan A fails, I'll have plan B to fall onto. If plan B fails, I'll have plan C to fall onto. So that is somewhat a security that students have. Now, when the counseling starts, majority of the seats, they are going to go to these JEE and NEET people. But once their counseling starts, they'll drop right out of these IISER and NISERs, and they are going to join their engineering and medical institutes, right? Now, if you have low marks, let's say, if you do not fill the seat counseling round, what is going to happen? You will lose on to that seat. Why? Because IISER and NISER, they have spot round counselings as well, which goes up to, I think, August, and so 7 rounds or 6 rounds are there. Last year there were around 7 rounds of spot rounds. So in these rounds, your institutes, they have some empty seats available, right? So based on the merit basis, they are actually going to fill the candidates in those seats. So it is actually very important for you to realize that without any problems, you should, even if you're scared, it's okay. What is going to happen? Either you're going to get it, either you are not going to get it. If you get it, well and good. If you are not also going to get, if you have filled the counseling, let's say you started preparing, let's say you join our KALAM batch and you started preparing with us itself in the KALAM batch so that you can give the exam next year. It is absolutely no point waiting for 2 months, delaying that syllabus for 2 months and then starting your preparation. If in that point, right, if in that point you get admission in any of the IISERs, you show us the offer letter, we'll refund the entire fees for your batch, 100% refund, that is our guarantee, ticket to you people. Now, understand one thing, the JEE NEET people, they are going to leave those seats are going to stay empty. You had the opportunity to actually seize that seat this year, but because you were scared, because you were demotivated, you just let it go. And because you are letting that thing go, now you have to prepare for another year. So just understand the emotional baggage that you are going to carry throughout this entire journey. That regret that you will have, my God, if I just would have filled, even if I wasn't getting, it is fine. It is just one counseling round, right? Just fill it. Even if you have low marks, it is fine, and do not feel sad is what I will say, right? Feeling sad is very normal because you know you have worked hard, you know things when they don't turn out your way, we tend to get sad. But remember, this is the law of universe. If you want something, stop chasing it. If it is meant for you, it will come to you no matter what, right? So now let me tell you the process of cutoff prediction that we have got for you this year. Again, I am telling you well in advance, this is not the actual cutoff that is going to be given by the universities. This is SciAstra's own prediction based on the Google forms that you had filled after you saw your response sheet. Now again, I am very angry with the students who have not filled this form, because time and again we told you that we need the data to actually provide you the correct range for your colleges. But anyways, for those who have filled, thank you very much. And for those who are still waiting or still hoping, remember, if you would have filled, the statistics would have been slightly more different. But anyways, let's just begin with what I have to say. So let me guide you through the process of your predictor, right? So as soon as you open SciAstra's website, you are going to have this pop-up, right, which is going to show almost immediately. Even if you are not able to see this, you have a pop-up right there in the left hand side corner. So just click predict now, right? So here you add your full name. Let's say I add my name as Yashika Pandita, right? After that, I am going to enter my email address. Okay? Let's say I entered a particular email address on which exam you gave. Now IAT exam or NEST exam, and you are going to click on unlock predictor. So once you click on unlock predictor, this is the window, this is going to open. Now remember, this is only a rough estimate, a round off for your IIT and NEST 2026 cutoff, because the original cutoff is going to be released by the universities itself. So now, before actually testing out any product, you check the reviews, you check the accountability, right? So with us also, I can guarantee you the data or the prediction, this predictor that we have made here, also the IIT estimate from SciAstra, this has been given because of a survey that we conducted in 2024. So again, the prediction form that was asked to fill, right? So in 2024, we had around 1407 responses. In 25, we had 3942 responses, and in 26, we had around 2000 responses. Now again, for categories, especially your ST and EWS, they carry a wider uncertainty. Why? Because the response for those two particular categories was selectively less. Now Vivek Bhaiya also wanted to be here, but due to some personal reasons, he could not be here. So that is why he has sent me here to tell you all these things, right? Again, for IISc Bangalore, IIT Madras and IIT Guwahati, because they have their separation admission process, this prediction percentage might vary. We made this as precise as possible from our side, right? So how are you going to use it now? You open this window, you scroll down, you add your marks. Okay, let's say I take an example of 161 marks. You add your category. If your category is general, then you will have your all India rank. For general category, your all India rank is going to be the same as your category rank, right? All India rank and category rank are going to be the same. If I type EWS, then I'll have an all India rank, and separately I'll get a category rank also. Again, with these marks also, you see you'll have a green colored banner here, which is going to tell you that what institute you are most likely going to get admitted to. So on 161, if I'm talking about your EWS category, you are most likely to get IISER Pune, right? So the best admission possible is going to be IISER Pune with this rank. Now, if I talk about your IISc Bangalore, here also you have two criteria. The opening mark, right? For IISc Bangalore, the opening mark can be from 240, right? That is something that you should not look into. But this predicted closing mark that is there, this rank has been based on your previous year data and the raw data that was received to us, which was given to us by the students, right? So with 161 marks EWS, your IISc Bangalore percentage, the probability of getting into IISc Bangalore is very low, that is 2%, right? If the bar, this meter is red marked, right? If it is red in color, that means the percentage of you getting into that, or the probability of you getting into that institute, is going to be less. If it is greenish, then it is somewhere uncertain. You may or may not, because your marks are somewhat close to the last cutoff. If it is green, then it is highly likely that you are going to get into that institute, right? So using this feature, you can actually, predict a particular college for yourself, right? based on whatever rank you're getting, based on whatever marks you have secured, because you must have seen your response sheet, you must have actually gone through your answers, you must have calculated your marks. So based on that, you can see, you can predict actually which college you are going to get. Now, after seeing your rank, after seeing your marks, there are many students who are going to get very happy, there are many students who are going to feel slightly disheartened, and some students would have made their mind, okay, I'll give this exam next year. Firstly, tell me, when you had everything, you had your Maha Revision series, especially this year we got it in English also. You had your 50 most IIT important questions for your IIT as well as NEST, right? You had your mock test series, you had your mega mock that happened. Then why was it that even after having so many resources available to you free of cost at your fingertips, you still did not study? Now, for those people who had some health issues, for those who had some, personal issues, genuine issues, those are understandable. But what excuse do others have? I was too busy scrolling on the internet, I was too busy chatting with other people, I was too busy roaming around. These things could have waited for a few months. These things was, something that you could have done a little later, right? Now you have to actually sit through this examination process all over again so that you can secure your dream institute next year. Now, for those who have not actually, scored good marks and they are thinking, okay, I should drop the idea of, filling in the counseling, trust me, do not do that. Okay? Now, why am I saying this? Is because many times what happens, majority of the students who get a high rank, they are from either JEE or NEET, and they are taking these research entrance examinations as a backup. Why? Because students, they are opportunistic, right? Like I told you, they want to grab every opportunity so that they do not lose on to anything. Okay? They don't want to lose out, on opportunities. They're like, okay, let me grab this, I should be well prepared for everything that is thrown at me. Now, when the counseling starts, the counseling is going to be for 1.5 to 2 months approximately, and majority of the students who get selected in IISER and NISER, they get admission by the time your counseling will start coming to end. Okay? The actual people who are interested in doing PhDs, who are actually interested in doing research, those students are going to get admission in the later rounds also. So do not, actually give up. Even if you have low marks, you fill the counseling forms, you fill all the counseling rounds, because you never know when your, luck can actually flip. Okay? You never know. Always have faith in God's plan, right? Now, if you want to prepare side by side, that is also okay. You can prepare with us also, because everybody knows there is nobody better than SciAstra when it comes to IIT and NEST preparation, because our selections have time again proven that, our predictions for your colleges have time again proven that. See, if you are trusting us, right, with something, if you're trusting us with education, if you're trusting us with information, then it is our responsibility to keep that trust, right, to keep that trust constant and actually build on it over time. It's not that, okay, we give you false information, trust is broken, and then we like, okay, I mean, we can tell you anything we want, but we are specifically keeping things very, very transparent. We are actually, going through the entire process. We are telling you everything that is happening right to your face. Why? Because that is the first thing that we need. More we are able to build the trust, more the bond like between the student and the educator, the better it is going to be for your own future, for your own career, right? Now, this is all about the people who are actually, seriously wanting to prepare. For the students who are not wanting to prepare, for the students who are like, okay, let's see what's going to happen, if that is your attitude, you can leave right now. I don't want you here. But for the students who are actually wanting to prepare, who are seriously, okay, I still have a chance to prove myself, I still have a chance to live up to my parents' expectations, I still have a chance to actually, push through this, and I will. The only thing I am asking you is your dedication, your determination, and your discipline. Because see, you have to be consistent throughout the entire journey, because even if the consistency is not 100%, the entire time, it is okay. It is 10% someday, it is 20% someday, it is 50% someday, it is okay. The point is that time and again you are showing up, and that is what is commitment. So it all is now in your hands. If you want to live up to your parents' expectations, if you actually want to prove the people, if you also have a room, right, where you have a picture of IISc Bangalore on your wall, ki I want to go into this institute, then trust me, you still have a chance. From personal experience, I have also given these examinations, and 1 year is more than enough to crack your IIT and NEST examination. This is something that I am telling you from my own personal experience. So if you also have that picture, no, and you want to make that dream into reality, this is your chance. Now, how are you going to do it? Now, for the students who are actually in a dilemma, ki should I fill the counselling or not? Fill the counselling, but start preparing as well side by side. If you are enrolled in KALAM batch, if you get an admission in the middle of the batch also, you show us the admission letter, we will refund the entire fees to you, no issues, right? But if you're taking a drop and you are serious ki haan, next year I have to kill it in this examination, I have no other option, I have to pursue my dreams, I have to do this, then what you can do is you can go to SciAstra's website. On special batches, you have droppers English batch, which is your KALAM batch, right? So here also, time and again, you know, see, everybody knows that SciAstra is actually the pioneer institute when it comes to, you know, IIT and NEST examination. Okay? Nobody is there in that race with us, right? We are the #1 institute, and this is something we have shown time and again with our selections, with our, you know, percentage of students who are getting into these colleges, right? And not only that, if you are enrolled in, let's say, KALAM 3.0, for example, which is actually the premier batch, you have KALAM 1.0, budget friendly, focus preparation, KALAM 2.0, which will also have your JEE and NEET test series, and your KALAM 3.0. Here you get what? You get a personal mentor who's currently actually sitting in that institute. And you know, in these institutes, you have a lot of opportunities to talk to scientists, to go to abroad for internships, student exchange programs. You get a lot of exposure in these institutes, right? So here also you'll get All India test series, which is actually for 4,000 in your KALAM 1.0, absolutely free. The batches itself are 4,900. In that also the test series is also free. You can see the batch details and all, you know, on the website itself, right? You can go to the website, you can actually, you know, see all the details, what are the facilities available. But everybody knows that the droppers batch, that is, be it KALAM, be it Raman, both these batches are spot on. And we know that it is very premium when it comes to IIT and NEST preparation. Again, the decision lies in your hand. If you are serious about the preparation, well and good. If you are not serious about your preparation, then you may leave. Right? Now, if you actually want to study offline also, we have special batches for our offline courses also in 4 cities. We have in Noida sector 62, in Delhi Saket, we have in Pune, and we have in Bengaluru as well. You can go to the website. There on special batches, you have your offline batch. Here you can select your location. Let's say if I select Bangalore, then you can pre-register and the classes will be starting soon. Remember, the batches, the seat is going to be limited, right? So do not wait any further. The link for this predictor, your batches, it is going to be in the description below. Let me know in the comment section, right? I do see all the comments of the videos, right? Be it short, be it long forms, I do see them, right? So let me know in the comment section below if you are actually ready for your IIT 2027 preparation right now itself or not. And if you want to talk to us, our details are going to be there in the pinned comment section below. Always you can meet us as well. But remember, everything you need will be in the pinned comment section also, as well as under the video's description. So do not wait any further. If you actually want to be a scientist, if you actually want to go to research, if you want to be in your dream institute next year, forget whatever has happened. The past is bygone. It is gone. Now it is not going to come back. Learn from that mistake. Learn from other people's mistake also, because you do not have such a long lifespan that you'll, keep making mistakes and you keep learning. Sometimes it is important to learn from other people's mistakes as well. And when we visited the offline centers for your IIT and NEST, many students said that everything was there, from the mock test series, your 50 most important questions for IIT NEST test series, your MA revision, your, crash courses and all those things. So the proof is right there in front of you. If you want to have, if you want to blindfold yourself, that is again your choice. But if you're smart enough, if you actually care for your future enough, then this is the time where you should start preparing, and you should not delay this any further. I wish you all the very best, and I hope you get your dream institute next year. Hope that picture that is there on your wall actually comes into reality for you. All the very best.